In this video, you'll learn how to solve different math problems to prepare for the SAT exam. A dormitory now houses 30 men and allows 42 square feet of space per man. If 5 more men are put into this dormitory, how much less space will each man have? Alright, it is given here in the problem that the dormitory houses 30 men and each man has 42 square feet of space in the dormitory. Now we need to solve for the total area of the dormitory. We just have to multiply 30 men by 42 square feet. And that is equal to 1,260 square feet of space. If 5 more men are put into this dormitory, how much less space will each man have? So originally there are 30 men, and then we're going to add 5 more men, so that will be 35 men in all. And there's only 1,260 square feet of space, so that means we have to divide 1,260 square feet of space by 35 men to get the amount of space each man can have if there are 35 men in the dormitory. So 1,260 divided by 35, and this is just equal to 36 square feet per man. Now the question is, how much less space will each man have? So originally, each man can have 42 square feet. And when we add 5 more men, each man will only have 36 square feet. So we just have to subtract 42 square feet and 36 square feet per man. So this would give us 6 square feet less space. So the answer here is 6 square feet. So each man will have 6 less square feet of space. Now let's solve another problem. Rob has 6 songs on his portable music player. How many different 4-song orderings can Rob create? So in this problem, it's indicated that the order of the 4 songs is important. The orderings, say for example, songs A, B, C, D, and another order A, C, B, D, they contain the same 4 songs but in different orders. But both orderings must be counted. Now to solve this, the number of 6 choose 4 orderings is just equal to, so we have here 6, so that is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3. Or we can use permutation here, which is just equal to n factorial, the total number of objects or total number of songs, over n minus r factorial, where r here is the number of objects chosen at once, and r should be less than or equal to n, but greater than or equal to 0. Then we can just plug in here the total number of songs, which is 6. So that is 6 factorial, then 6 minus, the order is 4. So this would become 6 factorial over 2 factorial. Then 6 factorial is just equal to 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And 2 factorial is 2 times 1. This one cancels out. then we're left with 6 times 5 times 4 times 3, which is just equivalent to this, and this is equal to 360. Therefore, there are 360 different 4-song orderings that Rob can create from the 6 songs on his portable music player. Now let's solve another one. The statement Raphael runs every Sunday is always true. Which of the following is also true? If Raphael does not run, then it is not Sunday. If Raphael runs, then it is Sunday. If it is not Sunday, then Raphael does not run. If it is Sunday, then Raphael does not run. If it is Sunday, it is impossible to determine if Raphael runs. Now take a look at this statement here. Raphael runs every Sunday. This statement here is just equivalent to if it is Sunday, Raphael runs. So that means the contrapositive of this true statement is also true. And the contrapositive of it, if it is Sunday, Raphael runs, is if Raphael does not run, then it is not Sunday. So the answer here is letter A. Okay, we're given here a figure or a diagram. In the diagram above, lines EF and GH are parallel. Line AB is perpendicular to lines EF and GH. What is the length of AB? So this one, we need to solve for the length of line AB. Now line AB here is perpendicular to line BC. This one, which makes triangle ABC a right triangle. And take note here that angle DAF, this one, okay, angle DAF and angle DCH are alternating angles. They are angles made by a pair of parallel lines cut by a transversal, because we have two parallel lines here, EF and GH, cut by a transversal or line DC. And these two angles are just congruent. So angle DAF is congruent to angle DCH. Since the value of angle DCH here is equal to 100, DAF is equal to 120 degrees, therefore angle DCH is also equal to 120 degrees. And take note here that angle DCH, this one, and angle ACB form a line, and the measure of a line is equal to 180 degrees. We already knew that this is also 120 degrees, therefore angle ACB is just equal to 180 degrees minus 120, so this is 60 degrees. Since triangle ABC is a right triangle, therefore this right triangle is a 30, 60, 90. So that means the other angle is just equal to 30 degrees. And this also means that the length of the hypotenuse AC here is equal to twice the length of the leg opposite the 30 degrees angle BC. So hypotenuse AC, let me write that down. AC, which is just equal to 10, is equal to twice the length of the leg opposite the 30 degree angle. So the leg opposite the 30 degree angle is BC, so that is 2 times BC. Therefore, leg BC is just equal to 10 over 2, and that is 5 And now we can find the value of leg AB, because we already have the value of BC, which is 5. And in a 30, 60, 90 right triangle, the length of the leg opposite the 60-degree angle, which in this case is AB, is just square root of 3 times the length of the other leg, which is BC. So this is 5 times square root of 3. Therefore, the length of AB is equal to 5 square root of 3. Or you can simply use the Pythagorean theorem. Which is the square of the length of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the two legs. Since we already have the value of the hypotenuse and the other leg, then we can just simply solve for the missing leg. So we can just simply plug in the given values, that is 10 squared equals, let's say this is A is 5, so 5 squared plus B squared. B squared here is, let's say B is leg AB. Now you can solve for B, that is 10 squared minus 5 squared. So we get the square root of both sides. Right. And we have B is equal to the square root of 10 squared minus 5 squared. This is just square root of 100 minus 25. And that is just equal to the square root of 75. We don't have square root of 75 here, so we can write square root of 75 as 25 times 3. And 25 is a perfect square, which is just equal to 5 squared. So this would become 5 squared times 3. And square root of 5 squared is 5. And we're left are 3 inside the radical. Therefore, the answer is the same, 5 square root of 3.